Hello and welcome into the 2022 Heart of America Athletic Conference Men's Volleyball Media Day. My name is Jillian Carroll. I'll be your host today. I am the host of Good Day Kansas on KSN-TV out of Wichita, Kansas, and I'm thrilled to be joined with head coach of Culver-Stockton College men's volleyball team. I'm with Coach Devin Walker. Coach, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm really good. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're super excited to hear how you're feeling as coaching for the first year at Culver-Stockton College. How you doing? How are things going with the team? Are you getting excited to get rolling here?
Yeah, around COVID, super excited. Got a couple guys out right now, but I think it's looking up, and I think we have a lot of opportunity this year.
Fantastic. So preseason has begun, or it's getting there. How's it going so far for you and the guys?
Well, we opened up on the 18th against Park, so that's going to be a battle for us. That'll be our first game on the road, and our first game during the season. I think the guys are excited just to get on the court, and I'm excited to see us play against that top level of the conference and nationally.
Yeah. It's going to be a little bit of baptism by fire there with the first game for you guys. But you bring a unique perspective as former assistant coach at both CMU and Missouri Valley. So if someone isn't familiar with just the sport itself and just the integrity and toughness of this conference, share with us a little bit about men's volleyball, specifically in the Heart, and how tough it's going to be day in and day night.
Well, rankings just came out today for nationals, and I mean, you see the top half of conference getting that national recognition. I mean, 4 teams ranked and then 2 teams receiving votes. So, I mean, it's going to be a fight day in and day out. It's kind of, I guess you could just for those who are not familiar with men's volleyball, and if you follow D1 women's volleyball, it'd be like comparing it to the Big Ten.
Yeah. Which that has to be pretty exciting for you as, again, a coach with a decent pedigree here, of course, played as well. Who are your key players that you already see as possibly emerging as leaders this season?
We do return the newcomer of the conference last year, Akil Oxley, which is great coming in, first year here. Was able to get his cousin in, Shay Oxley, who is just as dynamic. Hopefully they'll lead us into, moving up Culver-Stockton College in conference and maybe get some national recognition too. But I think this year having a setter eligible to play is going to be key for the team. And I know the past couple of years they've struggled to have that position. So this year actually having a setter on the court is going to help us a lot.
Sure. Other returners you're excited about, and maybe some new players as well, just to throw a few names out there.
Yeah. Aiden, he's listed as a setter libero. He is a libero. He'll be our libero this year. I'm excited to see him just be able to take up some more space back there and actually get to play what he was recruited for. And I think right now we have a kind of a tough battle between a couple of positions for the middle and the O2 starting spot. So another returner, Jeremy Belgrave, senior this year, potentially coming back next year for his COVID year and his master's. I think he'll be a great influence for us on the court and a good presence blocking wise. And really, I mean, it's a young team, so it could just go game to game who's going to be out there other than those key ones, returners.
Sure. In year one as head coach, what are your goals for your team going into this season?
So my goal this year is to be top half of conference. I know last year they finished 4-14 in conference and then 4-15 overall. I would like to see our win percentage go up at least to half. That is the team goal that the captains have decided that they wanted to pursue this year, and I couldn't agree more with that. So I'm happy that they're hungry, and with a new, building a new culture with the new guys, and I think that's our main goal is to be 50% of the season.
Yeah. Fantastic. And I know you mentioned it early, but starting right off the bat with Powerhouse and Park University, specifically with that match, what are your goals there?
Well, just to fight point for point. I've been stressing to the guys every point matters, and we don't know if you can get a ball up if you don't try, or if you don't at least make an effort to see what's going on. And just, I mean, it has to be the first move to the ball. I mean, everyone's got to expect the ball to come to them. And when you have big hitters like Park does and other people in the conference, I mean, it could go over the block, around the block, and you just got to be ready. So
Mhm.
I think, yeah, just attacking, making sure that everyone's ready.
Yeah. What a great attitude to have to start this year with a tough one, but I
Yeah.
think that's fantastic. Just tell us, before we slip away here, obviously we wish you the best of luck in the season, but about Culver-Stockton in general. If anyone hasn't made the trip over to Canton, Missouri, just tell us a little bit about your campus and kind of student culture there.
Well, I encourage everyone to come visit the Hill. That's what we call it here. It's kind of I know every college, university has its own like community, but it's definitely unique here, especially being in a small town. I think there's a lot of support here from the community since it being so small. And I think it's just a different environment here that I didn't quite feel at other institutions. But I definitely the 12 plus 3 semester, that's a
Mhm.
selling point. And just having the option to do experiential learning for during that last 3 semesters, it's great.
Very cool. Well, again, I definitely appreciate your time, Coach Walker, and a big shout out to you in year number 1. We know you're going to do some great things. So best of luck to you and the guys this year.
Thank you.